You can find fresh, local there. You know, I've lived in large cities like in Texas, Minnesota, you know, even in Pennsylvania or Florida. They're all over. You just have to look.
Right.
Proactive again.
Dr. Wil, I am posting your website address one more time in the chat room before we end.
Okay. All right.
Because I just think this is, you're awesome. I mean, that's all I can say. The information that you have shared with us or with me, I can't speak highly enough.
I just had a text from one of my beekeeper that was working with me in one of our test sites. He'd be willing to come on one of your shows and express to you what he's doing and the comparison of now versus when he was running a full 1,000 hives in a commercial operation, the difference. And he would be glad to do that sometime. So you just have to let us know.
Yeah, that would be absolutely awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
And you're getting a lot of thank yous in the chat room. So I'm guessing, and some people have visited your website, and they like the information that you have shared with us, and it's all great. It's wonderful, and like I said, my testimony will be up there on your website, along with pictures showing how your AOT literally cures gangrene.
Cure gangrene. Don't use the word cure, okay?
Okay, it kills it. All right, either way.
Gangrene. Yeah.
Well, either way, it took it away, and and you got the pictures to prove it.
All right.
So, I mean, granted, they're not the greatest pictures because they were taken off my camera phone and then sent to my son and then emailed to you, but only because I didn't know how to get pictures off my phone,
right.
And you don't have picture messaging, so.
Right. I do now.
Okay, well, good. Now I can send directly to you.
All right.
So. Anyways, we got a couple more minutes. Do you have anything? Because if I start in, I'm going to get on my soapbox again and probably piss some people off.
Well, I just want to have people really understand that it's time to be proactive. This is this whole sovereign issue as we see a corporation posing as a government intruding on all of our rights and our humanity. That it's more important now to be proactive, protect ourselves, learn, study. There's remedies out there in today's world that we do not have to be the victim. We can be the power and the strength. Exactly. I want my reality to change. Therefore, I'm going to change it.
Yep.
And you don't have to own anything. You don't have to. You have a mouth, and you have a heart.
Yep.
And if you can change your heart and let your mouth do the talking, and do it with compassion, then that's all you need.
Real quick question, Will. They can email us. But do you have a kit for people detoxing from hard drugs in a recovery clinic?
I have a natural chelation kit that I put together that works extremely well. In that we work with a lot of heavy drug users, or not users, but those that are coming off away from the heavy drug use in all different kinds. I've worked with. That there again, that's a little bit of an individual thing. There are some things, depending on what kind of things they got going on physically. We do have a kit. I mean, I'll sell you a kit, but if you want a holistic view, please just go to the website, click the contact button, and we'll have a conversation. Because that could save you some money if you have some strange things going on. Because we also work with the emotional aspect of it as well as the physical aspect of it.
Right, exactly, and that's one of the things I love about you is you don't just tackle the physical, but you tackle the spiritual, the emotional, and the environmental issues that we are forced to have to live in.
I have a partner. I have a partner that's extremely skilled in a lot of the emotional belief area. She doesn't do a whole lot of talking. Maybe we'll have to get her on here so we can talk about some of that. I'm also trained in that area. Also, I just kind of stick more towards the biological stuff. And but we have a really good team here. And like I say, tap into it. We're here. Use us. Abuse us. We'll let you know when we have too much.
Exactly. All right. Well, let's see. We've got just a couple minutes left here, and in response to what you were saying, drug addiction. There's always underlying causes for most every type of ailment, disease, whatever. There's always an underlying problem, and that always comes back to proper nutrition. And I've learned that ultimately. And I've even read that and learned that through the series that we've both read, The Ringing Cedar. And again, I would just want to go ahead and recommend that to everybody, because it is such an eye-opener. It really, really is. And it's not a hard read.
Right, it's actually quite entertaining.
It's very entertaining, but very true. And what I have noticed is The Ringing Cedar falls in line with a lot of what Drake talks about. It falls perfectly in line with what you teach, and all of that. And so, I want to recommend that series to everybody.